January 1st is the Ageless Beauty 6-week transformation. So I just created this. This will be the very first time. It's kind of an experiment, so I'm excited for whoever plans to participate, but I don't want you to feel overwhelmed or scared or anything because it's totally customizable. So it's just this fun thing that we're going to do for 6 weeks. There's 3 different diet options to choose from. One is like a strict plant-based. I put Dr. Furman's 6-week plant-based protocol in there. But if there's another one that you like, if you want to do Dr. Goldner's, well, I think she's raw, but I'm trying to think of who has a plant-based, maybe like Medical Medium or something, like if there's another one that you prefer that you want to do, that's fine. But I have Dr. Furman's protocol in the Google Drive, so it's there if you want to try it. I lost 20 pounds in 6 weeks when I did his protocol after I had my second child. So that really worked for me. Maybe losing weight is not your goal, but maybe you just want to get healthier or you want to try like a cleaner plant-based diet. And it's pretty raw. It's pretty high raw. I think the only thing that's cooked is beans and some steamed greens at night, steamed veggies, but you can totally switch those out for, raw, like raw bean or bean sprouts. And then the second option would be just a raw vegan diet. So if you're high raw and you want to give yourself a challenge and you're like, I want to go fully raw, then, you can do that for the 6 weeks. I have, some suggestions in there, but you guys are welcome to, eat whatever type of raw food diet that you like. I know that we all have different, sensitivities, and we all have different beliefs, and we all have different ways of going about eating raw. So I'm not going to say there's any one right way to eat raw. So if you want to do raw, like I put like suggestions in there for like a balanced raw vegan diet, but honestly, like do whatever you want, whatever is right for you. Level 3 would be just fruit, raw fruit with green juices. So that would be like a really deep, like if you're already eating raw and you want to take it to the next level, and there's no police, there's no like judgment police of like, we're just here to encourage you and inspire you, but there's no judgment. So like if you're like, I'm raw, I want to go and try raw fruit and green juices, we're here to encourage you, but like no one's going to like yell at you if you decide not to do it or if you fall off or whatever. So I want you to explore and I want you to have fun while exploring, pushing past your limits a little bit. Then for exercise, there's 3 different levels that you can choose for that too. So moving your body is really important. You can do like 2 to 3 times a week. You can exercise 4 to 5 times a week, or you can do 6 to 7 times a week. Maybe you like to move your body every day, or maybe you want to start moving your body every day. Even if, 3 of those days are walking. As long as we're like, getting some exercise in where we're raising our heart rate, some of them can be walking. I like to mix my workouts up with like yoga, Pilates, walking. I like to do calisthenics at home. You could do weightlifting, whatever type of exercise, move your body. You can switch it up. You know your body. You know where you're at right now, and you know what your goal is. Don't set it so high to the point where you're going to get discouraged and you're going to, completely abandon the whole thing. Like be honest with yourself about where you're at, what you want, like push yourself, to your edge, but don't push yourself to the point where it's gonna like stress you out. For beauty care, I'm not sure what your beauty care routine entails. So I put options on there for level 1, 2, and 3, but if you're already like doing the facial massage and the steams and everything, you can take it up and step it up a notch. If you've never done any of it, maybe just start with level 1 or even just starting to introduce these things, but it should be fun. This is fun. Taking care of ourselves is fun. Youthful living is fun. We get to be girly and we get to take care of ourselves. The first chapter in the book that I just published, The Finding Balance, is making self-care a priority. Set a goal, but have no expectations. So does that make sense? Yeah. So we want to set goals and we want to reach for those goals, but if we don't attain the goal like that we wanted, like we shouldn't, I'm going to revert all the way back to this, or, I feel like crap about myself, or I can't do anything, or I'm a failure. Like, we don't want any of that. That's the fun part is like, being okay and accepting yourself where you're at right now, but trying new things, and it's just like, it should be fun. It should be playful. That's the whole essence of ageless beauty and youthful living is Playfulness. Daily would be doing some ageless affirmations, right? JJ, is that your hand up? Or was it up from the last time? So doing ageless affirmations, there's a little PDF with like 10 affirmations in the Google Drive, or you can make up your own. 2 minutes of rebounding, skin brushing, tongue scraping. I would say try to get in bed before 10 p.m. I know that's probably not going to go well for me because my husband and I live in a studio. We're always up till midnight. But I would like to try to get to bed by 10. And, some type of spine opening and deep breathing every day. So even if you just wake up and you do a couple cat-cows and a couple, deep breaths, just to wake yourself up and promote the flexibility of your spine. And then the once a week things or the weekly would be the 24-hour water fast, but you can replace that with a juice fast. Like Wanda doesn't do water fasting, so she could do a juice fast. Doing some sort of colon cleansing, and then the Tibetan rites. Why the Tibetan rites? This can also count as your exercise for the day. This guy went to this monastery with all these monks, and they all looked really young. And they did the Tibetan rites. They would do these exercises every day. So it helps to increase your life force energy. It helps to balance or cleanse the glands in your body, all the glands. There's like a little instruction manual. There's also video that I will share. I would say once a week, but that could be your exercise every day if you want to do the Tibetan rites. You might set a goal to do raw fruit and green juices, and then a weekend you're like, I'm just going to do raw, and that might happen. Like I said, there's no judgment. There's no judgment. So we just, we're setting some goals for January 1st, and we're going to do our best to, stick with it with each other through the pain and the tears and the laughter for 6 weeks. In the 6-week transformation, there's a list of meditations, one for every day for the 6 weeks, but you can switch those out if there's other ones that you like better. I'm excited too, you guys. Yeah, it's just gonna be fun, like to do it together, and it's just us girls, so it's great. And then I just highly recommend coming on the calls during those 6 weeks, as well as if you can keep connected in the chat. But if you can't do the chat, at least the calls or whatnot, just to stay inspired, stay motivated, and connected with the group because we are doing it together.